how much are you guys actually going to save on your power bill? Well, if you do the SDHW, the Solar Domestic Hot Water Heating System, that's going to save you that $50 that we were talking about in the garage earlier, right? It costs you $50. If you eliminate that from the electricity, start heating it through the sun's energy, right, you're going to save that $50 a month. For you folks, that represents right around 30% of your bill, a little bit higher, 33. But now you don't even have a $150 power bill anymore, do you, Matt?
No.
Now you have a $100 power bill, right? Now let's say you do the Solar Attic fan. Solar Attic fan saves 10%, but not 10% of 150, 10% of 100, right? Which is going to be $10. So what you're looking at saving here is $60 a month, which is going to be 40% of a $150 power bill. Does that make sense, Matt?
It does.
It does? Okay, great. Now, you can see here, question number 6, it says, what features appeal to you the most? What do you like best about what I showed you here today? Reducing your own carbon footprint, reducing emissions, saving the planet, increasing the value of your home. Whatever you guys like best, maybe return on investment, sticking it to the power company, right? Whatever you like to get best, go ahead and write those things down here. Separate place for Mr., separate place for Miss, then sign it and date it. Okay, and while y'all are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up a little bit. All right, let's see what we got here, Matt. After reviewing the energy evaluation, I feel that saving energy is very important. I got to agree with you folks, it's extremely important, right? United States dependency on foreign oil should be an immediate concern. Got to agree with you, it's a huge concern, right? We can't keep shipping our money over to foreign countries, right, to buy this oil. The amount of money you feel a home energy makeover package would save you every month. You put B, 75 to 99. It was actually $60 though, right, Matt? So that would have been that actually would have been C, 50 to 74. But did you folks see how you'd save that $60 a month at least? I guess you could save up to the 74. Is that what you were thinking?
Oh no, I mean I understand the 60. That makes sense.
Okay. The 60 though, I mean you guys definitely say you'd save that by doing all these upgrades to the home, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Would you like to take advantage of it in the future? Matt, you put yes. Joan, you put no?
Yeah.
You don't like this stuff?
It's not that I don't like it, I'm just not sure if we can afford it.
Okay, I see. Yeah, see, this is just saying, is this stuff that you like? Is it something that you'd like to have in the future? I mean, what's your favorite kind of car? Joan? Toyota? Maybe like a Lexus or something like that? They're made by Toyota, right?
No, I think that's the higher version, but I like a Toyota Camry.
You like the Toyota Camry, okay. Would you like to have a Toyota Camry in the future?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's all this is saying here is, do you like it? Is it something you'd like to do in the future? Can you just go ahead and change this for me to a A?
Sure.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and again, guys, this is my report card. This is how I get paid, so I really appreciate y'all filling this out. Looks like, Matt, you like saving money. You like saving the planet, increasing the value of the home. All right, thank you guys so much. Now, earlier, Matt, Joan, I was telling you folks about a program that we have available. We call it our word of mouth program or our special advertising bonus plan, right? And that's the program that I'm going to show you now. But before I do, there's a couple things you have to do to be eligible for this program. See, Matt, we used to spend millions and millions and millions of dollars on advertisement. In fact, we still do, right? Things like Redbook, Good Housekeeping, newspaper ads, radio ads, but not a lot of people were calling. So the owners sat down a few years ago and they said, you know, what is the best form of advertisement? Do you know what the best form of advertisement is, Matt?
Radio?
Believe it or not, no. It's word of mouth, right? People talking out there, right? It's kind of like, I'm sure this has probably happened to you before. You're out on the roadway, you get a little bit hungry. You stop into a place that you've never been to before. You know, maybe it's I don't know, a sandwich place. We'll call it Paul's Deli, right? You stop in there and, you know, you can smell the fresh bread right when you walk in. They've got amazing meats, cheeses, right? They let you build your own sandwich, right? You just tell them what you want on it. And you get one of those sandwiches, you swear when it's going to get up to the front, it's going to be $20. The sandwich is only $6. And when you eat it, it's one of the best sandwiches you ever had, right? So next time you're out on the roadway, buddy of yours is getting a little bit hungry, you say, hey, I know just the place, let's go over to Paul's Deli, right? They got great sandwiches and they're only $6, right? I'm sure that's happened to you before, right, Matt? Maybe not a sandwich place, but I'm sure some kind of restaurant out there, right? Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Matt, how many restaurants are there in a 30 or 40 mile radius of here?
A bunch.
Hundreds, right? I mean, how many of those restaurants do you see advertising in the newspapers or radio ads or on TV?
Yeah, not a lot.
Maybe half, right? How did the other half survive? Word of mouth, right? It's through word of mouth. I mean, if you've got a great product and a great price, people are going to talk, Matt. So the owner said, you know, how can we capitalize on this in the solar industry and doing upgrades? And what they did is they took a portion of the advertising budget. It was like over $1 million, right? And they broke it up into individual rebates for people who help us advertise. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And there's only a couple things that you have to do for us. The first thing is an evaluation savings letter within 90 days of the install. 3 sentences, 1 paragraph, how much money you're saving, what you like about what we did to the home, okay? Matt, we use those as testimonials in our home shows and trade shows. People come up to our booth, you know, they say, hey, what's that? We say that's a solar domestic hot water heating system, an active open loop, and they're like, huh? We hand them a letter from a customer, makes it clear and easy what it does, how much money they can save by using it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They also want you to include a little photo of what we installed. Is that something you guys think you could do for us?
Yeah.
Now, these programs, Matt, are designed to show the average everyday American homeowner how they can do these upgrades at virtually no cost. So if I can show you guys how to do that, I'm sure you'd be willing to do a little advertisement for us, right?
Yeah.
Tell your friends, family members. Okay, cool. Because the next thing they require is 3 homeowner referrals. That's 3 names and 3 phone numbers of people who live in the state of Florida. We're going to call those folks and try to set up an energy evaluation just like they did here today. If they say yes, we go do one. If they say no, we don't go do one. Right? Joan, Matt, even if all 3 people you recommend say no, we don't want to do an evaluation, you're still qualified and eligible for the program. We just want the opportunity to call them. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
We also want you to cooperate with our install department on time and day. And for us, it's one of the biggest ones, and I'll show you why. Matt, let's say that this is us. And this represents our coverage area, right? And these represent some of the installs that we have to do tomorrow. Matt, we don't want to have our installers go out, come back, go out, come back, go out, come back, go out, come back, go out, come back. We want to be able to go out, connect all the dots, and come back home. That makes our installers 44% more efficient, keeps them working, and keeps them busy, right? Well, let's say we have an install to do here. These folks came down to our showroom floor and they bought a package from us for, what was it earlier? $15,895. $1,400 of that cost, Matt, as we discussed, went towards permitting, engineering, and their installation of the products, right? Let's say they wanted us to be there at 10 o'clock a.m. We're going to be there at 9:45 wearing bells and whistles. After all, they paid $1,400 for the install. They deserve for us to be on time, right, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
Now, let's say we got another customer here, and these folks want us to be there at 3 o'clock. And they paid the $1,400 for install. They were a showroom floor customer that bought for $15,895. If they want us to be there at 3, by golly, we're going to be there at 3 o'clock. Now, Matt, in the morning, our installers try to set up these installs in a way that makes sense. And they kind of try to put them on route, right? So, Matt, let's say that this is you, and you're part of the advertising program. They're going to say, hey, Matt, we can be in your area sometime between 11 and 1. That way you're not mad if we're a little bit early or a little bit late. But the good news is, since we're scheduling your install, conveniently around 2 of these paid installs, we take the overages of our paid installs to pay for yours. So your installation cost, Matt, would be 0. Now, would you be willing to cooperate with our installation department on time and day, help save yourself that $1,400?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right? It just makes sense. Okay. So we got that one out of the way. The next thing they want is 3 copies of your power bills. A copy of the power bill the month before I came over, the copy of the power bill this month, right? Maybe after we do, after the equipment's been installed, maybe for a week or 2. And then they want a copy of the power bill once the equipment has been installed for a full month. Okay. We use those as testimonials as well to show the progressive drop in people's energy costs by doing these upgrades. Does that make sense, Matt?
Yes.
Is that something you folks would be willing to do as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the last thing that they require is that you accept or decline at the time of presentation, right? Give us a simple yes, you like it, or a simple no, you don't. Is that something you guys think you can do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not saying you can't buy stuff from us in the future, Matt. You can. It just means when you want it, you're kind of going to have to pay what everybody else pays, right? You wouldn't be allowed to be a part of the advertising program. Does that make sense?
It does.
They're just looking for a simple yes or a simple no. That's something you guys think you can do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Let me show you exactly what this means to you, Matt. the first thing that you're going to get is a $2,000 advertising rebate. So instead of this solar domestic hot water heating system being $12,995, under the word of mouth program today, under the advertising program, it's just $10,995. Now, the Solar Attic fans are $1,500, $1,500, but whenever you do a solar domestic hot water heating system under the word of mouth program, it includes a fan at no charge, right? So that fan, instead of being $1,500, that's going to be included. Right now, Matt, you and Joan have also agreed to cooperate with us on time and day for the install, right? Help us be more efficient in our install, department. For doing that for us, we do something for you. We waive this $1,400. That's going to be included as well, right? So instead of your, overall package being $15,895, the project cost is going to just be $10,995. Now, Matt, Joan, I've got a silly question for you here. Which one makes more sense, paying $15,895 or paying $10,995?
$10,995.
Obviously, the $10,995 makes much better sense. Now, also, you're going to be saving money, right? And over a 10-year period of time, you remember that little matrix chart that we did here, Matt?
Yeah.
Right? At $150 power bill over 10 years, you're going to spend $36,546 on energy costs, right? $36,546. Now, we did the numbers on this earlier. You're looking at saving $60 a month, 50 from the water heater, and then another $10 on the fan, right? So $60 a month. That represents a 40% savings on your energy bill. Matt, when you save 40% on your energy bill over a 10-year period of time, you're looking at saving $14,618 on energy costs, right, over that 10-year period of time. Matt, if you minus out the $10,995 that you spent on the upgrades, that means over a 10-year period of time, you end up profiting $3,623 and doing all the upgrades virtually at no charge, right? Now, Matt, which one makes more sense here? Spending $14,618 with the power company over the next 10 years and getting nothing, or investing $10,995 in your home and putting $3,600 back into your budget over the next 10 years. Which one of those plans makes the best sense?
Money back is always better.
Obviously, it makes much better sense to invest than it does to just waste your money, right? That's not a very good place for your money. Now, Matt, most people aren't going to write me a check, okay? Most people aren't going to hand me a credit card and go, here you go, Chris, get me started. Most people would like to take the same money they're spending on their energy bills and use that to pay for these upgrades, or at least the majority of them, Matt. So, I mean, Joan, Matt, what do you guys think that you could comfortably afford on a monthly basis to have all of these things installed in your home? Could you afford 20, 30, 40 bucks a month? We're not trying to take bread and butter off the table, guys. What do you think you could comfortably afford?
30.
30 bucks? Okay. So it's 30 bucks. Matt and Joan are on board. But you see I got all these lines left over here. Right? I haven't even showed y'all about the government rebate programs, and that's a big part of this, right? Now, your overall package here, guys, is going to be $10,995. That means your federal credit here is going to be 30%. You guys have heard that the government pays for solar, right? Okay. Well, these rebates are for 30%. So on $10,995, 30% of that is going to be $3,298.50, right? $1.50 away from $3,300. I'm just going to call it $3,300 to keep these numbers easy. Fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your federal credit here is $3,300. Now, at the end of the year, Matt, do you usually get money back or do you owe money?
Usually get money back.
Usually get a little money back. How much do you usually get back?
Like $5,000.
Like $5,000, somewhere in there? Okay. And how much income are you filing on an annual basis to get that money back?
$90,000.
No, okay, so yeah, you definitely qualify here for the entire credit, right? Very easily. So at the end of the year, let's say that you're getting money back. Matt, let's say you're getting back that $5,000, and you've got this credit from the government for $3,300. That $3,300 goes right on top of the $5,000. Now you get a credit from the government for $8,300. Now let's say for some reason at the end of the year you owe money, right? You owe $5,000. And you've got this credit here from the government for $3,300. Well, that's going to be $3,300 less dollars that you now owe the government, right? So now you're only going to owe the government $1,700. See, Matt, these aren't deductions, they're actual federal credits, which means they're added to or deducted from whatever you receive or owe on your federal income taxes. Directly added to or deducted from whatever you receive or owe on your federal income taxes. That's how the government pays the credits. A lot of people don't realize that. Does that make sense to you, Matt?
It does.
Joan? Okay, perfect. Now you're also going to be saving money. And what you're going to be saving is that $60 a month on your energy bills, right? You do that over the next 12 months, that turns out to be $720, right? So that means the first year you're going to collect $3,300 from the government, and you're going to collect $720 in savings on your power bill just in the first 12 months, right? That comes out to be $4,020. Now, here's the really cool part, folks. For the first year, you don't have to pay anything. No money down, no payments. You know, you get 12 months same as cash for the first year, right? In that 12 months, you're supposed to take this $4,000 and go ahead and apply that to your initial balance, right? If you do that 1 year from now, 10,995 minus the 4,020, what did I do? 10,995 minus 4,020. 1 year from now, you end up with a balance of $6,975. Right around 7,000, right, Matt? Now, at the end of the year, you've got a couple of options. A, you can either pay this, $7,000 off in cash, right, $6,975. B, you can put it on a credit card. You know, about 50% of our customers do that to avoid any kind of finance charges with us, right? You could qualify this under one of your own loan programs through your own bank or credit union. You know, you can definitely do that. Or 1 year from now, Matt, you can just keep it with us. 1 year from now, we're going to refinance that 1 year loan at a 1% payment factor, which means a year from now, your payments are going to be $69.75, right? I'm just going to call this $70 a month to keep this easy, right? Now, Matt, you're still going to be saving $60 a month on your power bill, right? So at that point, you're only talking $10 a month to do all the upgrades to the home. Now, Matt, do you think that $10 a month would create a financial hardship on you and your family?
No.
Probably not, right? $10, $2.50 a week, right? All I need to get you started on this program, Matt, is a copy of your driver's license. I'll go ahead and get started on this paperwork.